All right, fellas, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Uh, in a situation we date or with a significant other, how often do you find yourself dating potential or with potential versus reality?
So when you're dating
Or dating or a full-fledged relationship
relationship, how often did you view that relationship as a potential
versus reality.
versus reality?
So to break it
Or is that
down,
what you're asking is what you're looking for?
what we looking for? I'm saying, like, even when you stand in a relationship, that you realize that you stand in a relationship or you still dating that person because of the potential. So give you a prime example. You with a young lady and you see how she carry herself with her other friends. And let's say, for instance, she gives a lot of time to them. Like, she gives time to them and she's very attentive. She makes sure her homegirls got a good birthday party, all kinds of stuff like that. And we like that kind of stuff because we want that same attention.
Right.
We're not getting it right now, but we're staying in a relationship hoping that we be part of that same circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how often you find yourself, you may think that you're in that, and the potential is blinding the reality, because reality is you're never going to get it. If you haven't gotten it now, you're not probably going to get it.
Right.
Well, when I was younger, it used to get me all the time. I'm thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get this too, or she gonna do this to me. Then I was in it. Time passed. I'm like, man, I'm getting the short end of the stick, and I'm putting in all this effort. Now, present day, I'm gonna give you a month.
30 days
Yeah.
subscription.
Yeah, you're on probation. I'm seeing how you move. I see how you interact with others, and you want to interact with me like this. Nah, I'm straight. I have to hit the peace sign.
First 30 days free. After that,
I think it's funny because I feel like back in the day we really held on to the potential.
Yeah.
Like we was in there. We was waiting for as long as we needed to, because we for some reason thought we had that in the bag. It's just gonna take that much more time. Yeah, it's good. I got it. It's coming. It's coming. So we really stuck in there. Whether it took 6 months or to a year, you was in there, bro, because she knew just how to
Finesse the
motivate you just enough. She did the right things to keep you on that line. She was a good Fisher girl. She was reeling that in. That catch and release game was serious. Like, she had you on the hook. It was like, nah, I ain't get it this weekend, but I don't know. She kissed me on the cheek, so or she rubbed my pants the other day. I think it's good. Or she grabbed my. She just knew exact things to do to keep you on the reel for as long as she need to. But like Marlon said, now, nah, we know the signs.
Yep.
And I don't even know if it's now. I think it's because we've aged enough to
know the signs.
recognize it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, this youngins right now still riding on potential for however long they need to.
oh yeah,
But right now, as the adults that we are, we can be like, nah, she out here buzz. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, because we able to peep game a lot faster than we were back in the days. Because like you said, like back in the days, only thing we had to go off it was potential.
That's it.
well, I'm saying,
That's all you had.
like the
You didn't know
potential,
what to
then
look
little things they showed you. I always say, like, you look at a girl and like, damn, boy, she really don't cook, but then that one Sunday she make a meal out of this world, like, oh shit, so it's getting there. Then she don't cook again. Like, shit.
Or you like, oh, she don't cook, but if we get married and stuff, maybe she will cook. Nah.
Yeah, it's like we
Start rationalizing.
Yeah,
shit.
we start rationalizing. Like, you know what? It's only because we're not doing this, but once we do this, that'll happen. Nope, it actually gets worse.
Once I make her my wife, things are gonna change.
Nah.
And that's how we thought. But now as we hear now, because I think we talked about this in a previous episode, men instantly start doing husband things once we feel that we're serious with a girl. Once we make her our girlfriend, whatever it may be, we start doing husband things.
Right.
So I think we face reality a lot quicker.
Yeah, but women, they got this whole mentality about holding back. They think they're holding something back, but that's what's potentially hurting them from becoming a wife.
Because they're not letting loose early. They're like you said, they're holding everything, but like there's so much stuff they hold back before they get cemented in the relationship.
Yeah.
So right now they're the perfect picture of how they think you want them to be, and like you said, we talked about before. And then as soon as they're in there, that's when you start opening the door. No, you got to open the doors quicker. You got to open the doors soon. We need to know how you're gonna be if I want to be here for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I need to know.
Yeah.
Or else I'm going to be trapped, and all of a sudden it ends in whatever, divorces and
That word
animosity and
All that.
all that stuff, bro.
Yeah, like you say, it ends in divorce. But the thing is, it leaves men unhappy because we thought we was going in for potential. You know, we was like, okay, I'm gonna make her my wife. She's gonna change. She doesn't change, but we like, you know, she's my wife. I'm gonna stay in it to death do us part. You know, you're unhappy. You don't communicate how you're unhappy. You may do certain things, and then the wife gets upset because of the things that you do, and then she divorces you. But it all comes back to her not living up to potential that we
Put out there that we thought.
Yeah.
And right now, playing devil's advocate, is that fair? Is that fair that and I know we hate doing this here, but comparing it to, is it fair that you bought a Honda with the hope that was going to turn into a Porsche, and it never turned into a Porsche? Is it fair?
That's a bad analogy.
It's good.
There's no way I thought the Honda was going to.
No, you dating a girl. The best meal she made you was spaghetti.
Okay.
The cleanest you seen it was just her downstairs kind of deal.
Uh-huh.
Like certain things. So you never seen on her worst day. Like for some odd reason, you put makeup on when I'm just coming over to watch a TV. Just watch Netflix and
So
chill.
we never seen her in her
Never
worst.
seen her worse. And so
We
like, so
never
you
seen
did all
her
these
place in the
things.
worst. We never seen her not cook or whatever, and then later on.
Well, we've
when
seen
you're
spaghetti.
cemented-
We saw spaghetti as a meal, but we didn't think about the other side of it. So when you got to a certain lifestyle, now you want the cauliflower rice and the stir fries and all that kind of
Not
stuff.
happening. The best meal was spaghetti.
But we thought because of the potential, once we get married, things will change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We thought we'd get filet
Like we
mignon.
about to live the.
She only give me spaghetti because I'm her
happy couple life.
boyfriend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
She get a cookbook when I get married to her.
Damn, the best meal is spaghetti.
Bro, I'm saying right now, I don't know about
I don't even know. I think that would halt the whole process.
the stories I've heard
If
though.
the
That's what men
best
get.
meal was spaghetti, that would halt the whole process, bro.
But from my understanding, that's what men get. Like when you out there dating and stuff, like girl, like, hey, I want to invite you over for dinner.
Yeah.
It'd be spaghetti.
Yeah. It'd be spaghetti and it'd be good too.
Bro, you can't mess up spaghetti.
It'd be good.
Why?
You can, but you can't.
I'm asking a question. When did that become a meal? Like in my head, spaghetti's like that's lunchtime. Like yes,
Bro,
something you go quick.
that's a cheat code in every restaurant.
Yeah.
Pasta dishes are cheat code in every restaurant.
Even lasagna.
Even lasagna. It's a cheat code, bro.
Lasagna's
You
good.
gotta lay that shit up though.
You
Like,
lay it up, but it's pasta, bro. That fills you up so you think you're satisfied. You're not satisfied.
All
yeah,
right.
I get what you're saying.
So what's not a cheat code? What meal is not a cheat code?
What
So
kind of meal can a woman
we-
cook for
we
you?
can Put it
Let
out
you
there.
know
What
that she
what
real.
could cook for me?
That she know that she real. Like she in the kitchen. She got pots.
Nah.
That's easy.
Nah.
We need
that's
something with a
easy
little
too.
bit more soul.
Yeah, that's easy too. If she can cook me a decent a steak dish, because you got to pay attention to the steak or you can mess it up. She cooked steak, and not nothing lavish. Maybe steak and a baked potato. Once again, you got to watch that baked potato. It's sitting in there for a minute. You got to let it
gotta
cook
pay
for a
attention to
while,
it.
but you still got to pay attention because it goes too much.
Yeah.
It's burnt. You know what I'm saying? Broccoli, whatever. That's it.
Okay.
But something that takes that means you have to pay attention to.
Right.
Not no pasta. You could boil pasta in 5 minutes.
Oh,
and
with you.
whatever.
Like,
You could boil the lasagna layers and whatever. The meat's already been cooked probably the day before or whatever. Matter of fact, you could probably buy that. You don't even got to cook it.
You right.
And then you just got to layer in like it's pizzas or
What
whatever.
about you, man? What's your dishes of choice that you got to look at?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You know, it was somebody, you know, came over and made like some food for me. It was chicken and some rice and some other stuff, but that chicken was the bomb. Oh my God.
Fried? Or
Not
baked?
it wasn't fried, it was just
Stewed?
like kind of like stewed.
Yeah, see,
You gotta take-
stuff,
you
again.
gotta
You
watch
pay
it.
attention.
You gotta
watch
watch
it in the
that.
kitchen,
That
watch
shows a lot that they can
Yeah.
pay attention and watch. That means they into it.
It felt like it was made with love. I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I still think of that chicken.
Hey, that's a good meal though. So
Somebody's still thinking about that chicken.
Yeah. I ain't thinking about anything else, but I'm thinking about that chicken.
but how you
I think you
said
sent
it?
us pictures of that too.
I think so, like something like that maybe. But for me, I don't know. It's maybe my southern roots or whatever. But trying to stay away from pasta, but macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
The real macaroni. Now, I'm not talking about that Kraft and all that.
you're
Boy,
right,
a
you're
real
right.
mac and cheese.
Because you're actually putting in you're shredding up cheese
And all that.
You're putting the cream or milk, depending on how you make it. Like I said, pasta, you boil that in like 5
Yeah,
minutes.
the pasta,
There's
but the
no
macaroni and
energy in
cheese, you gotta do
pasta.
the rest of it to put that love into it.
What you put in the pasta is like, you can get Alfredo sauce and then buy some chicken, cut up chicken, and
I'm
throw
talking
it
about
in
chicken
there. You got
Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo.
Get the hell outta here.
Out of here. But like you said, you're right. Macaroni and cheese. If the real Southern macaroni and cheese,
Something like that,
you
maybe.
grate that cheese. You get some Parmesan cheese. You get the other type of cheese and put it in there with the cream, and then that sound like some wet. You know what I'm saying? And then.
That's that good sound, though.
That's
But like I
that good
said,
sound.
something like that in vegetables. I don't know why I tell people, because when you cook vegetables, you overcook them, they turn into sogginess
Bro.
or burnt, and then if you undercook them, it ain't. So you got to have that right mixture.
You
But
have
like I
to
said, you
sit
got to
there.
take time. You ain't. In my mind, when you do spaghetti, that's something that I think when they say, "Hey, come over for dinner," they put the noodles on the stove, run upstairs, take a shower, come
That's
back
it.
downstairs, turn the noodles off,
That's
put
it.
the sauce on in the pot, put the meat in there, go back upstairs, put their makeup on, come, and then like, damn, dinner's done.
And don't get me wrong, you could make an authentic
Sauce.
sauce, or feel like you can make some pasta, and if you make your own sauce, that I'll bypass that. Like that's good, but if you're taking a ragu jar and put it in there, some people they just warm up the ragu with the pasta.
That's me.
And then that's it.
That's me. I can do
bro. You let that pasta stew in the ragu, bro. Even if you're using ragu, let it stew in there, bro. You can't just have the wet pasta and then all of a sudden pour the ragu and then that's it. It take time for that sauce to get in the pasta, bro.
Yeah.
It don't taste right.
I vision Marlon right now going to the sink with the ragu bottle after he done poured out and put some water in it.
Yeah, I do.
And swirl it
Nah,
around.
if you don't got enough sauce, you
you put water
can't
in
do
it.
that. That's
Yes,
like,
you do.
That's like the other cheat code where they you don't got enough soap in the bottle, so you put some water in there to get that last bit of soap that you can't get and make. You're not making new soap, bro. You're not making new soap.
Hey, I'm trying to get a little
You're
bit
not
more.
making new soap.
But you can't. It's a trick to it though. You can't put a lot of water in it because it'd be soupy. You got to put just enough.
Yeah,
Shake it up.
shake
A lot of
real
time
good and
into
get
that.
Oh, he don't play with it.
I ain't gonna lie, I did that with some detergent.
See?
I did that with some detergent.
we all do it, but my thing is like, if this is a meal I'm preparing for somebody, that's the last thing I'm trying to make it perfect.
But let me ask y'all this though: if a woman, like we all was in college, right? So let's say we found a woman in college and she hooked up some ramen noodles.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
In college, and she hooked up ramen noodles.
Yes.
That shows she cares.
See?
Ramen noodles is supposed to be an easy meal,
Yeah.
but she hooked it up. She did some others.
Yeah.
Yeah, you right about that, because I'm right now. I'm thinking
It's
about some
supposed to
ramen
be
noodles
an
right
easy
now.
meal. It's supposed to be pour hot water in it, and that's it.
Yeah.
But if she somehow found some chicken, or she got some seasoning, and it's top,
Yeah.
and then put little sriracha or whatever. If she hooked it up,
Man.
that's a good potential.
Yes.
That's a good potential trick.
I'm gonna go back
That's
a little
one to keep
further.
you on the hook.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back a little further. High school, I had a dating a chick, and she used to keep the packets, the seasoning packets.
Oh yeah.
You got to.
She used to
Those
keep
are
those, and that's how she's a hook. That she like she give,
Easy.
you want
Cheat
chicken
code.
and shrimp.
Cheat code.
She
Yeah,
give me
chicken
chicken and shrimp. Put that in there. Ooh.
Cheat code. Easy cheat code.
Felt like I was Peter
Those
Pan using
packets-
my imagination.
Those packets are cheat codes, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what-
You don't even have to use them for ramen. You could use that on other stuff.
That is true.
I
Those
don't
are
know what
cheat
kind of
code
season that
packets, bro.
is, but that's some.
Yeah, you can use half the packet.
Yeah.
I know people who use half the packet to do ramen, and it's enough seasoning.
I use
You
the
can
whole
use that for you could put that on chicken and flip that over and
Good to go.
marinate. Boy, you good, man. Especially if you're in college.
Yeah.
Man,
So
all
that's
you need
what-
is a hot plate. The hot
That's
plate.
why. That's why I call cooking though. When you let something marinate, don't pull chicken out the freezer and let it be thawed and throw it
Got
right
a
in the
young
grease.
buck that think he know how to.
But when we was talking about like so we got the cooking and everything else, and I'm talking about potential as far as everything. And like, this is a man and woman's thing, because I think women date for potential sometimes too. I just think sometimes the potential works in their favor versus the other way around, because if a man's giving you his B game that he hasn't even got to the A game, but he giving you a B game, and you happy with that. So when you get married, that A game comes out and you bring it out of him, it wins for you. But if women not giving us the A game, it's a whole thing. But when it comes to that potential, even when it comes to like the sex, dating, like how long do you, if you see a homegirl, like you see your girl, she's picking up dates for her and her homegirls. Like, she like, oh, me and my homegirl going to Vegas. I booked the trip, or I did this for my homegirl birthday, and you don't get that for your birthday. Don't you think that's like a version of animosity that just sits in? Cause do we judge ourselves based off what they do for other people?
Man.
Kind of.
Do you? Do you judge us? Do you judge a relationship based off of, or a relationship based off what the other person does for other people?
I honestly try not to.
No.
But you can't help sometimes. Sometimes you find yourself doing it. Because especially if it's your close friends. Like say, you know, you're out with whoever and, you know, I'm out with whoever and, you know, I see y'all just being a happy, like, I'll be like, why we ain't like that a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, why we ain't like that a little bit? And maybe it's my fault, maybe it's her fault, whatever. But you still kind of like, yeah, well, I wish we was like that.
Yeah,
a little bit. You know what I mean?
No, I do because if I see her, you know, going all out buying these gifts, and then when it comes to me, it's like, oh, you get like a simple dinner and a $20 T-shirt. I'm hot. Cause I'm.
If we out in a couple's date and I see you, like you said, we stop off at a little shop and then she buys you a vintage whatever themed wallet or whatever have you, and then I get like a straw. A straw. I'll be like, yo, she just got him, and like you're not gonna take the lead, like you're not gonna follow the lead.
And it's not about like monetary value, but it's more like effort. It's effortless to get
the wallet. The vintage watch could cost $5, but she's still like, hey babe, look, this is funny, whatever.
Yeah, it's about your effort.
I just thought about that. I just saw something on somewhere, I don't know where he like, yeah, I bought him one of those reusable straws. That ain't a fucking gift.
Yeah, that's something you just give me that. Don't even acknowledge that as a gift.
Yes,
just get it.
Just get it like this.
It's like, oh, I give.
That's what I'm saying. Just get it. Don't say, hey babe, I got you. No. Nah. Oh, I got some straws. Keep it moving. I'm like, oh hey babe, you don't expect no thank you babe, because it's a straw. It's a straw.
Or you got me a keychain with my name on it.
Nah, bro.
Don't do that.
What are we doing? A
keychain
with my grad night? On it.
Yeah.
What are we doing? But as far as to get back on the potential versus reality, do you think, is there anybody that's actually looking at reality, or does everybody look for, like, it's all potential?
I think everybody looks at potential.
At what point, or a better question is, at what point do we start looking for reality? Like, as we're growing up, intern's a young buck. As we're growing up, at what point do you stop looking for potential and realize the reality, and this is what I'm looking at?
It's not a number. It's more of an experience. When you keep coming across people with a lot of potential, but it ain't there, and you keep it keeps failing, they keep letting you down, then that's when you get tired. You just like, you know what?
At this point, it's got to be like.
See, I look at potential as dating. Reality is breakup.
Yeah.
That's why, because potential keeps you around. That's why we still involved in relationships and everything else. Reality is the reason why we break up, because we see it ain't getting.
We saw it's not where
it's not going nowhere. Now the reality is, like, you are who you say you are, who you showing me you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And me hoping that you gonna be the next superwoman is not there. And that's and I'm saying that from my point of view, but I'm saying even for women, that's when the breakup happens. That's when they start searching for other men, and that's when they're cheating and all that kind of stuff. They realize the potential they thought they saw, it wasn't the potential, and the reality helps you break up easier because it gives you a reason to leave versus the potential.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it has something to do with people like Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos and their like success stories, where everyone will look for the next Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, but when in reality they're like 1 in a million or 1 in a billion type people who can have that type of success?
Not exactly. I don't think they go that extreme. I think the people look for the next maybe rap star or athlete.
All that kind of stuff. And the social media doesn't help it out at all, because everybody has, if you look at social media, everybody has either a full potential that they make in reality. They trying to make you think it's reality. So they out on the yacht on a Sunday hanging out with their friends, not realizing that it took 8 of them to put their money together.
Yeah.
This is they all got it on credit card. They paying this off for the next 3 months, 6 months, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But so then when they get with the young lady like, when we going back on the yacht? Well, shoot, that's going to be a while. You know what I mean, kind of deal. So the potential is that I know you have the potential of being on the yacht, but that's not my reality. My reality is I'm driving this used Buick. I'm driving this used Buick, and I make $45,000 a year.
Working 2 jobs.
Working 2 jobs, kind of, because think about that,
Yeah.
bro.
A used Buick, 45,000, 2 jobs.
But a lot of us live out of. A lot of people live out their means, though.
Yuck.
Yeah.
I'm saying a lot of people live out their means because technically, if you think about it, what they say, a car is supposed to be your car is supposed to be worth 20% or 10% of your yearly salary. So if you're only making $80,000 a year, your car is supposed to be worth $8,000.
Hey.
That's the value. Not saying that you can't make payments, but that's the value you're supposed to have.
Right.
But you got someone who made $80,000 and they driving in a S63.
Yeah.
And they making you feel they got the potential, but they trying to get to that same level too. But
Yeah.
that's the thing about it. Like, I think America, especially Americans, we all got it jaded based on what we think we make versus what we do with our money.
Yeah.
And like I always make that joke because I used to tell my kids the same thing. There's a picture of Bill Gates, what's the own Warren Buffett and Zuckerberg, not a Gucci belt in sight.
You're right.
Yeah. See.
They are wearing $700 Tommy Bahama shirts.
Hey, but that's not a Gucci belt in sight.
Armani slacks.
You never know though. You
Yeah,
never
you
know.
never
though.
know.
Because you can't tell. You can't if you wearing Armani, you can't tell off rip you're wearing Armani. You just think you're just wearing a nice dress shirt or a nice pants.
Yeah, you
or
can't tell.
Same that Bahama Mama, whatever. I don't know. Tommy Bahama. I don't know.
No, I'm gonna tell you the reason why you don't know it. If you ever look at the catalog, not one. It's one.
There's no particular logo. It's
No,
just,
not logo. It's only one mixed breed dude in there, but the
Yeah.
dudes are all white dudes. That's not a thing that black people wear.
Actually,
You're right.
I got one
a
shirt. I had one.
I got one shirt and like 3 pairs of Tommy Bahama.
You went to Bahamas,
shoes.
then you went out. You went to
where do you
Bahamas,
even buy
Jamaica.
those
Where
at?
did you?
I don't-
They got a store.
I'm really bad at shopping for myself. I don't
They got a
even know
store
how
in
to shop.
Sawgrass.
Yeah, did I actually go to the store? I don't know where I got the shoes. I got the shoes online. And the shirt, I got it from. I think I got it from Marshalls. So you know it ain't not Marshalls, but Berlin Coat Factory. So you
Yeah,
know
so
it
that was
ain't
like 12 seasons ago.
Yeah, but I ain't wear it
That's
yet.
crazy how clothes had seasons.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
crazy.
And
Like an episode.
I'm wear it. I should have wear it. Next episode I'll wear it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, they very quality shirts, good, they last forever, kind of deal. But I'm just saying, like, that's the thing about it. I think that social media has jaded us on that because that's what gets us on the potential. Cause like I said, if you watch a social media page of a young lady that you find you admire or whatever,
Right.
and she's showing you all these pictures of, or you see all these pictures of her doing all these gifts and all these things and cooking these meals and eating these dinners and stuff like that. Then y'all start dating, and she's like, "So where you taking me at? Wait a minute, you was on the ground. You was out every weekend without me.
Yeah.
Why? Where you taking me at?"
Exactly.
And then, like I said, those things. Then when you hit the reality that, oh, so all those pictures you was doing, you was with other people. It was never you. So now the reality sits in, and now you sitting here like, dang. Well, she has the potential of being that person, but does she? And then, like I said, you start giving yourself reasonings to walk away from a situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just want, like, that's why I started the whole question. Like, at what point when do we start actually looking at reality and just start like putting people to the test? Like, is that something you should do in a relationship? Put people in test modes.
Hell yeah.
Like, you should like you say, hell yeah. So should you give them a worse scenario to see how they react to it?
Yeah. See, I was listening to to one of the Big Sean songs. He has a song.
Okay.
I forgot the name of it, but he had I guess a line in there. He says, "You got to put people through unrealistic measures to see who's chosen, who's really chosen, and that's what you got to do."
Yeah.
So yeah, slam your door in the girl's face one time. Well, don't get out the car. Don't open the door for her and see how she respond. And stuff like that. Or
Yeah.
just get up and like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then the bill gets there and see what she do.
Hey, yeah,
So we should be putting them through the test that they've always put us through.
yeah, cause we are alive.
If especially if we're looking for that one.
yeah, cause you
Like,
know,
not to say we do it all the time, but every now and then on whatever date we perform these exercises just to kind of see what her mindset is at.
Yeah, with me, I want someone that is willing to put in the same effort that I'm giving to her to me. You know, I don't want nobody to half-ass it. So if I see something like that, if I see her try to put in the effort or something, I like that. That turns me on. That makes me want to do more for her. But if I see someone that's like, whatever, you know, not doing shit and expecting me to do everything and this there, because I have to live too. I'm human. My life, you know, is just as valuable as hers.
Exactly. And I always tell women it's the small things. One of the homies came on the show. He told that what made him pick his wife was dish detergent.
Yeah.
She came to the house and she noticed he was out of dish detergent, and she went to the
bought
dollar
some,
store
and she
and
bought
bought
some.
dish detergent.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one.
She captured his heart from $1.
For
All
a
it took was
dollar.
$1.
Cause that's effort. She noticed
She
something.
put effort. That's all it is. Effort.
Not telling me, hey, you out dishwashing. No, go get some.
Yeah.
Is the new flex not showing that it's about money?
I think that is a new flex.
Because I was looking at these shirts, and you'd never know that they were any particular. They have no logos, no
Nothing.
on them, nothing, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
It look like you're on a vacation though.
Yeah,
The thing about it, though,
That's
the people who know that stuff got money.
that's what I'm saying. You'd have to know to know.
And that's what I said. I think new flex is that because, especially in our age we are right now. Let's see what we got. We got. Oh, but I think in a new age, and I think that happens with age. And I wish that kids or younger generation got hit with a earlier.
Right.
But I do think that the older we get, like especially in my age bracket right now, the dating questions would be a whole lot different. My dating questions would be, what's your investment look like? Or like, what's your portfolio look like? Kind of thing. Like, so, I mean, 23-year-olds don't ask those kind of questions.
That's a good question. What
Like, what's your
what would your date like? You have 3 questions to ask, dating questions to ask. What would they be?
Okay. Dating question number 1 would be, like I said, what do you see your future as? Like, how's your future planned out? Kind of deal. That's 1. 2, a sentimental one. And I just, if you had the ability to fix something in my past or my present, what would it be and how would you do it? That's to see how their mindset work on what they think they can actually do and what they see as an issue. And the third question, I would ask like a morality question, like if you can, and this is gonna be weird though, if you can cure cancer and save the whole world, but you have to kill a child, one baby to do it, would you do it? I want to see their morality. Like,
That's a definite morale question.
just to see how they think. Do they think of people as the whole world? They just worrying about that one child, or what? How, I want to see how they thought process is. Because in my mind, if you pick that, if we're gonna lose the house, or potentially, I need a kidney. Which one is more valuable to you? Kind of deal. So that's why I would put it in that aspect. If you could save the world,
Yeah.
killing one baby, because I know what your value is. Do you value life, or do you value the whole world, tragedies and stuff like that?
Yeah.
How about you, Marlon?
What's your 3 questions?
With me, I'll ask, do you have a retirement plan? Because, you know, I when I retire, you know, I don't like supporting people on my retirement. Cause we both ain't working, and it's only one income. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Another question I'll ask is, if you had the chance to go back in time and change anything in the world, what would you do? Reason, just like what you said, I would see if your reason would be personal, or would it be for humanity.
Right.
And the last one, what's the difference? Is there a difference between a train and a threesome?
Take it back, boy.
Nah, hey,
Take it back.
Episode 13.
Take it back.
I just want to see
I
if we
need you
think
to
the
know
same.
if you know the difference.
I just want to see if we think the same. Before we get out of here, give a shout out to T. Happy birthday.
As y'all can
Happy
tell, he's
birthday.
missing. It's
10
his
bands.
birthday. Old ass. Happy birthday to
Tim
him, man.
Bands is not here. He's celebrating his birthday the way you should.
Yeah.
When you
Turn as old as he is.
Yeah, pretty old.
And also, rest in peace, DMX.
DMX, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, RIP, dude.
That's
This
a
whole
real
weekend, man. I just it's
I told you, it hit me. This is the first time I had a celebrity pass away that I thought about.
Yeah.
Most times celebrities, when they pass, I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. But
'Cause I don't know.
always like regardless of how his career went, he was always just a presence.
Yeah.
You know, his music was just always there. At one point or another, you heard a track with him like almost if not every day, once a week.
Yeah.
What's the first time you heard DMX? What's the first time you heard him?
High school.
On what song?
I heard
It had to be what you call the anthem. When the anthem came out, and that
nope.
Nah.
which one was it?
Mine was on Jay-Z.
Oh,
DMX in my dog's bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I heard him. First time I heard DMX, I didn't know who this dude was. I was watching, I think it was Rap City, and the LL Cool J 4321 came on. Dude came out with the dogs. I was like, who is this guy? I never heard of him before. Why is he on there with legends like Method Man and LL and all? I was like, who is this guy? But the rhyme was like solid, dude.
Yeah.
And then right after that, he just popped up in other features and this and that. And then when his album came out, like I got the album, but I didn't expect much of the album. I got the album just because I could get the album.
Yeah.
And that's the first album till this day.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
telling you the other day, first album till this day I could listen to front to back.
Yeah.
No skip.
Straight up.
No skip.
Straight up.
No skip.
Bruh.
I was surprised.
All that. Today I listened to the song from what you call it. Here Comes the Boom.
Here
Here
comes
comes
the
the
That
boom.
too.
Bro, I was like, this
That
cat
too.
he murdered that track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too, man. And it's like I said, man. Like I said, that's probably one, if not my favorite album. It's Dark and Hell's Hot.
Yep.
It's not. If it's not my favorite, I think it's my favorite album of all time. And yeah. R.I.P. DMX, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. All
It's an
right.
unfortunate situation.
So before we go, I got a joke for y'all.
Of course you
Okay.
do.
All right. So the joke is, how do you make holy water?
You stab the water. Put holes in the water.
No, what's the joke?
You boil the hell out of it.
That ain't a dad joke. That ain't all right.
That was too easy.
Now, all right. I'm about to give. Since you said that, I'm gonna give you another one. You know why men think, and you know why women talk more than men, and men think more than women?
Why?
Because women got 4 lips, men got 2 heads.
Hey. True. True.
That made me think a little bit too much. That made me think way too much.
I immediately thought of the other way.
That made me think way too much.
Did you think of hairy lips or like shaved lips?
Harry.
Yeah, I thought of shaved. Do guys stroke women's ego?
Oh, I think so.
Do we stroke women's ego?
Yeah, I think so. You be like, pussy be whacking, say you be like, yeah.
Yeah, but I've heard from I've heard from women that doesn't help. Like,
It doesn't help them out at all.
Some
but
women don't actually like that
Yeah.
to be stroked like that. Yeah. Like they don't want to be like, oh, so unless you're only time that actually is good is if you're actually doing something.
Yeah. But when they ask questions like during sex, like, oh, you like this? You're like, what you supposed to say? No.
right. It's
Yeah,
all
I know,
right.
right? You're interrupting my concentration right
You
now.
like this? It's all right.
Ain't it? For real.
I know, right? What if the answer is like, it's all right? Does she stop you? Like, well, what?
What you mean it's all right? I'm just saying it's all right. You throw my rhythm off. You ain't matching my rhythm right now. I'm going out. You coming in. It's all
Yeah.
kinds of shit going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
that's funny.